go?
Yeah.
Talk about rehabs at first. Yeah, rehab works if you make it work. But a lot of times, here's the problem. You're going to go back to your hometown. Oh, I got it this time, this and that. I've tried that. It don't work. It don't. And I'll be man, I've tried it. You could go to you could probably go to a rehab for 1,000 days and come home. It probably still wouldn't work. You just gotta move away sometimes, I believe. Unless you're that. So I guess some people might could. I'm not one of them. And I'll admit to that. I'm not one of them.
What, the ones that go and find in another area? Or what?
I mean, there's drugs everywhere, but at least if you're not in your hometown, you don't know their numbers. It ain't like you can just drugs numbers around
You Google
Kansas.com.
You Google like drug dealers in my area. Dealers in my area.
I know a boy said one rehab I met, there actually was a website like that.
That's
used
fun.
to be. I don't know. I never knew about that. He lived in Atlanta though. So.
I heard that people buy drugs off the dark web.
That's true.
I don't know how though.
Man, the whole time I was like, why is this hair? I feel like fentanyl, man. That stuff feels so good. I mean, there's nothing. It's like chasing the clouds, but it's like. I'll say this. Something that makes you feel that good makes you feel that much worse after. And that's true. You're going to be sick for... I mean, not if you're on it, but like, say you're doing it for like 5-6 days in a row, you're going to eventually get dope sick. Then you go, oh, I'm done. Then after that, you so sick, you're going to probably try to rob your mom or something. And you will do it. I hope not, but you might think about it.
Have you ever had that feeling where you like you've gotten so bad where you're stealing from the people you love? Have you ever gotten that bad?
I have stole, but not a gun to their head. I ain't stole nothing valuable.
Like, cause most addicts will like wait until somebody leaves.
Yeah, I can't do when they're around.
That was how I'm not gonna say his name. I'll tell you afterwards. Remember that Radford boy?
Mm-hmm.
His brother, he would have to lock his door, and I asked him, I said, why you lock your bedroom door? He said, because I got addicts in my family that would go in there and steal my pills while I'm not here. Or, like, if I'm in the other room or outside or not at home, they'll sneak into his room and get his pills. And
because they're not no pain pills, they're not going to want them anyway.
Well, he was a cancer patient, so he probably had, like, crap loads of different shit.
Oh, man.
He's dead now, so I wonder what happened to those pills. They're probably crying while snorting them. He's dead now, so it's like, fuck, they're probably like, which, not good.
Yeah.
How often, like,
it's like
you, go ahead.
I've did a lot of fentanyl. I was like, why is all these people dying of fentanyl? But I've never even overdosed. That's always wondered myself. I've even tried to overdose, see if I could overdose. I didn't know if I know I've tried. It still wasn't working.
You might be immune to fentanyl.
What's that mean?
It doesn't affect you.
I'm high as fuck though.
What do you actually feel on it? I know you said that it feels like somebody's giving you a warm hug, but is there any other stuff that you feel?
Ooh, it feels so good. I can't explain it. I'll give you some next time. No, I'm just kidding.
He's like, I'll give you something, you tell me. Does it feel like relaxing? Like,
yes.
Do you feel giggly? Or no, that's what you...
It's like, some people are shy.
Yeah.
Man, it takes that away.
You just don't give a shit.
Yeah. I wish I had some medicine to just give me that feeling without having to do drugs.
So you can
or
be
some
having...
gummy bears, maybe.
Some gummies. That won't affect you. Did you feel like, when you were doing it a lot, did you feel like, oh shit, like, this could get bad?
Yeah, man, I can say I'm not perfect now, but at least I'm trying, it's just...
Yeah, because when you came here the first night, you were fucked up.
Who?
You. I'll I'll play back the video and I'll show you tonight.
And that was from 2 days before.
Yeah.
And I ain't do anything since.
No.
That might,
See, Michael's a
you know why
different
that
type.
is? Because I'm clean. If I would, like, say if I was doing it every day,
Right.
I would.
You're different.
I would be so. It would, like, I didn't do anything.
Well, the thing that I was talking to Jackie about today, she's a coworker of mine. She used to do it. Well, she didn't do that. She smoked the other thing. But I was telling her because heroin is really bad where we're at. See, here meth is the biggest issue here, but where me and him are from, it's heroin. I was telling fentanyl, heroin, or whatever the fuck it is. I was telling her because she told me about her experience from the past. I was like, my buddy's different. She's like, why? I said, I've seen people on intervention and stuff. They can't go a second without heroin. I said, my boy could take it and then be good for a few days after that. I was like, I don't know how the fuck he does it. He doesn't crave it. Do you, like, have that feeling where you, like, constantly feel
it's
like
when I
crave
get paid, that's when I crave it.
Oh. So that means we just can't let you get paid anymore?
I don't know, I'm just saying.
Do I have to take your paychecks?
I'm just saying that's the truth. I guess that's a lot with everybody, though.
What do you do it for? Like, is it for fun? Is it for stress? Is it for trauma? Because everybody does it differently. Like, some people might go do heroin for fun. Some people might go do heroin to get away from life. Some people might do heroin to get away from their childhood trauma.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Do you like it better than alcohol? Because you know, alcohol, getting drunk, like we.
It takes a while to get drunk drinking. Doing back, I'm be high.
I feel like also that when I.
But if you're actually really addicted to it, like say, like you're dope sick type person, one bag ain't gonna do anything. But like if you're new, it'll do something to you.
What I seen with you when I started noticing the difference in 2016, I was like, oh, Michael's not drinking anymore. But I could tell, like, the difference because with heroin, you're still coherent. You're still functioning. I could still talk to you. Like, when you first came here, you were up and down, up and down, up and down. But when I'd ask you something for the podcast, you would turn and answer it. If you were drunk, you wouldn't have been able to answer. You'd be like, oh. Because, you know, that's how we get sloppy drunk.
Yeah.
That's how, well, I don't get drunk anymore, but we all know how I was.
Yeah.
If I get buzzed, I feel good. But if I get wasted, I'm terrible. I'm like a throwing up zombie.
It's like me. If I do it, it's going to be like once a week thing. But I shouldn't do it at all. I'm not, it's okay to do. That's not okay for me to do it once a week. It's not.
That's what blows my mind, how you're able to do that. Because a lot of people, they have to have it like every day.
That's because they're addicted to it.
You ain't addicted?
Mm-mm.
How the fuck are you not addicted?
I'm not physically addicted. I'm addicted to the drug, yes. But physically, like, I'm not throwing up all night or something like that. I'm not that.
Oh, you ain't that far along.
You gotta do it every day to do that.
Well, we see the reason how we can tell that you're on it is that your nose, you'll be scratching at it so badly that it's like really picked out red, and then for some reason it feels like it stretches your face a little bit where it's like
the same day I use, like
when we could tell you're high, your face will be like stretched out. I'll have to take a photo of you when you're high.
No, I hope that don't happen again today.
Your nose is extremely red where it's like picked at it. We'll have to go back and look at the podcast. I'll show you. And I'll show you how you were acting when you were here the first night. You could tell you're up and down, up and down, up and down. I barely got any sleep that night. You're up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You would sit, get up, sit, get up, sit, get up. You would take your shirt off, put it back on. Do this. There's one I can't post the second one.
Why?
Because.
Oh, God.
We'll have to watch it. I'll show you. I don't know exactly where at, but I saw it.
I said OnlyFans.
I was like, damn, man, I can't post this one. And I'll show you. You were like laying on the floor eating popcorn. You're looking at me. You could barely get off the floor. I was like, damn, he is gone. He's zooted. Which is nothing to be ashamed of. That's why we're talking about it here. Not only to help you, but to help others out there as well. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and shame you. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, it ain't
I
easy.
mean, there's more addicts in the world than anything else, so
There's probably
it's
more.
very common.
Another guy, you see in the military, this guy I knew, they were talking about the percentage getting down with drugs. It's like 50% now of military people on drugs.
There's a lot of people on drugs.
Yeah.
I feel like more
And the
people would
thing
be
is
on
that
it.
our United States is bringing it in.
They should give it to our enemy.
Yeah.
Make them all doze off. Fentanyl is what's really, really, really cranking
And there's
down.
something called carpet. No, that's stronger than that.
Oh my goodness, I saw something on TikTok or something about it. They were like, this is enough heroin to kill you. And then it was like, this is enough fentanyl to kill you. And then there was like one little speck inside the glass vial that says, this is enough carfentanil to kill you. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Give me the carfentanil. I hate my life. Let me get the carfentanil. But
I don't know if I read that or not.
so rehab.
Okay, here's another thing. People think they're doing heroin. If you get a bag and it's all white, that's not heroin at all. It's fentanyl.
What is heroin's main color?
Brown. It's brown. And I don't know if I've ever seen that now, if I think about it.
You've bought nothing but white?
Yeah, pretty much.
So heroin is just...
I might have had heroin one time. It might have just been the color. Probably still had some fentanyl in it, though.
So heroin is brown?
Yes.
What about black tar? That one I never understood, black tar heroin. That's the one you shoot up. That one is the one I think my cousin was on.
That there's like what real heroin looks like.
Looks like
That's
vomit.
like fentanyl.
Looks like sugar.
Yeah.
It looks very like appetizing. That fentanyl looks like cocaine.
You can tell the difference after you get it.
I wonder what that you said that fentanyl's type. That type of fentanyl is different than what you get at the hospital, right?
I think it is.
What makes it different?
I mean, because somebody said the patches before, these milligrams, they couldn't fit. So I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but...
Morphine is addictive, too. My sister's body was addicted to morphine when she wasn't. When she was going through cancer, they were using morphine for her.
Uh-huh.
And they said they had to, like, slow up and stop. They said because my sister's body was addicted to it, even though she wasn't mentally thinking, oh, I'm not addicted to morphine, but her body was, like, craving it.
How did they had it wing her off?
Yeah, they had to wing her off. Now, look at my sister. She's amazing, and she's a morphine addict. No, I'm just playing. But, yeah,
Did she ever, I wonder if because she had cancer, I wonder if she actually felt the high from it.
Yeah, probably so. I'll ask her when I talk to her again. Straight call her, yo. We'll get high off of almost said methadone, wrong thing. Morphine. But I'll ask her about
and
it.
she had the hospital morphine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had pill morphine. It ain't nothing like the hospital morphine.
They shot up Dilaudid into my system. They put it right in my arm. It was right here. They put it right here. They put saline inside of my body, and it made my body feel really, really cold. And then they injected the Dilaudid into that little, little tube that hangs out of your arm. Boy, I was gone. I went from my stomach. This is what I used to clown on people who were pill addicts. I was like, how the fuck do you get high? Because me and Robbie would snort Vicodin off the counter, and I never got high.
Vicodin don't do nothing.
Well, I didn't know that. He was like, Robbie was hyping it up like it was going to do something, and it didn't do shit for me. We snorted like 2 Vicodins off the counter. I was like, this is dumb. And so they did shoot the Dilaudid into me, bro. I tell you, I loved that feeling. It was like I was on a scale of 10 on my pain. Stomach was hurting, all this. I got up. I was telling people I loved them, and I was having the best day of my life. If I could have that feeling when I'm having a bad day, I'd take it 100%. Without any side effects. I could cut it on when I'm feeling sad and cut it off when I'm done being sad. But that's not how that works.
Yeah.
So rehab. That's what this episode is supposed to be about. Um, Michael's right about that, and something to add on that me and him talked about on my podcast is that we feel like that rehab works in a way at some places, but when you get out, having that structure is what's really hard because when you're in rehab, you have people telling you what to do, what time to get up out of bed, what time to go to bed, uh, make your bed, what time breakfast is, go to group, do this. You have that structure. But when you come home, like when Michael went, he probably had that structure, but when he came home, he's back in that same environment.
Yeah.
And Blade told me this. He was a guy I was locked up with in the psychiatric hospital. We shared a room together. Blade, if you're watching this, hello. I hope you're doing good. Um, he said when he got home, because he was in there for substance abuse. I don't know why he was in there instead of rehab, but okay. But he was saying that people were like already putting it in his face, like, "Come on, man, let's go get fucked up like we used to. Come on, man, let's go get high." And that's another issue is the people around you or the people in the environment you used to get fucked up with, they're gonna want to get fucked up with you some more. You know, they're not gonna help you out. They're not gonna help one bit. Like Jimmy's stepsister, she's a meth head. She was clean for years, but then she married some guy that she met in rehab, and now they're both doing it together.
Oh, she met a guy in rehab?
Yep, his name was Sam. They have kids together, two of them. He's all fucked up. He tried to burn the house down with the kids in it, ran at the cops with two machetes in both hands. He was all fucked up on that shit. But rehab gives you that structure. Some places, I'm not speaking for personal experience. Maybe Michael could tell y'all a little bit more what kind of rehab center he went through, but for me, I think that it's the structure when you get home. Because you can find drugs anywhere, but you're going to be more tempted when you go back to an area you're familiar with. You're going to be like, I know who to go to. I know how much it costs. I know where to find it. And then you got the bad people that are shoving it in your face. Let's go get fucked up, Michael. Yeah, I know you're clean and all, but let's go get fucked up. And then this is sad. And then he relapse. Or I relapse, or you relapse because we get thrown back into that same environment that we once were. So, that's something else. What do you think? Like, how was your experience in rehab?
I liked it. I like rehab. There's a lot of good people in there. I mean, and I've met lawyers, doctors. I mean, just drugs don't discriminate. I don't. You better not say they do neither. They don't care if you're brown, purple, polka dot.
Polka dot?
Yeah.
Polka dot, y'all. What is something that you feel like we could do as a society to help out people that are drug addicts?
Offer free help, I think, but is that even enough?
You think putting them in a facility with the drugs and let them do it?
Just legalize all drugs and then they might not want it no more.
I don't know. I feel like the death rate would spike like crazy.
Well, I don't know.
I feel like what they should do, like what they do in Canada. I feel like they should put you in rehab and give you the amount that you're used to doing and then try to slowly wean you off. Each time give you less heroin or less crack, less coke, less alcohol.
Crack's not actually physically addictive, though. Heroin is. You don't have that crack. You're not going to die.
Anybody that's doing crack out there to disagree with him, let us know. If you agree with him, let us know.
It's true, though. The doctor even told me that in rehab.
Then why do people have crack problems then if it's not addictive?
It's mentally addictive. Like, I don't know what you call it.
But what if I turn into cocaine and snort it? Is it still addictive?
It can be addictive, I ain't saying, but you're not going to overdose. You're not going to withdraw from it. You're not going to throw up because you don't have it.
We're about to find out. Go get me a pipe.
Okay.
I'm about to slew some crack.
Because I did both of them, that's all I know.
Oh my goodness. What drug have you not done?
I've never done no meth.
Would you ever do meth?
There's a new drug over there called Flocka. I don't know what that is.
Hell no.
What?
Fuck no.
What?
No. Flocka, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What is it?
It is just a new term for fucking bath salt. Don't do that. PCP. Flocka is PCP. Don't do that shit. I've seen a lot of videos. I saw a dude, he butt naked, and the dude threw him off the car. He slammed against the cement wall in the parking garage, got up and continued to chase the car. He was that fucked up on Flocka. That's the same shit that made the guy eat that dude's face off in Jacksonville, Florida. They call it bath salt, but they just switched the word to Flocka. So Flocka's the same thing as PCP. PCP, Flocka, bath salt, they're all the same thing. They're just different terms.
I thought bath salt you could buy in the store.
I thought so too. Megan used to make bath salts.
Huh?
She used to make bath salts and you'd pour it in your tub and shit.
Not that kind of bath salt.
That's what I thought bath salts was. I didn't think it was a drug where people like get naked eating each other. I thought that was just PCP. What is angel dust?
That's PCP. You
Same shit.
Cigarette. I mean, yeah.
What the hell is fucking salvia?
That's weed.
Some type of weed?
Yeah.
I've seen people like jump out the window and shit on YouTube for it.
Oh, now maybe it's some designer weed or something. I forgot.
What the fuck is K2?
Some cheap weed or something like that.
What the hell is oregano? I'll be honest, I have no idea what oregano is. People are like, that's not weed, that's oregano. When I think of oregano, I'm thinking of like
Isn't that food?
Yeah, I'm thinking of food when they say oregano. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, your weed's fake, yo, bro. That's oregano. I tried to sell my neighbor some fake weed one time.
You did?
Yeah.
Who was it?
His name was David. David Nelms. If you're watching this, David, he was smart. He knew what I was doing. I went and got some fucking. There was these green. My mom had some spices, and there was some green shit. I can't remember what it was called. I have to look it up, but it looked like weed. And it came in like a little sealed bag too. And I just pulled out the label. I bought it from the store, and I went out there and I sold it to him. I was like, "Yo, bro, this is some weed." What I did was, to be smart, I opened up like a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
And I would like dump it and I'd roll it up and I'd be like, "Yo, give me like $5-10 for this." And I'd unroll it and be like, "Look at this weed, bro. I broke it down for you." And then I rolled it back up.
He didn't believe it.
Fuck no.
How was he?
He was only like 2 years younger than I was.
Oh.
So he knew. He wasn't dumb. He smoked weed before. Me, on the other hand, I didn't know shit about weed.
And he tried to sell.
I tried to sell.
He just look at what we look like.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, this is what weed looks like broken down. Well, let me go get this." I don't know why I thought it was a good idea.
He didn't buy it, did he?
Fuck no. He didn't. It didn't cross him not 1 second. I tried to act like I was some weed dealer. I was like, walking out there, pimp walking like I was somebody. In all reality, I was not. I burned up my weed one time. Tabitha Hawkins gave me some joint papers or white papers.
Yeah.
Don't ever get those. They ain't worth the fuck. And Robbie gave me weed. I didn't know you were supposed to break it down and then roll it super tight. Mm-hmm. So Robbie gave it to me and I just rolled it as a rock. I tried to smoke it and my weed just went disappeared in thin air. I didn't get one puff of that bitch. I was mad. Robbie's like, you're supposed to break down the weed and then roll it up super tight. I was like, I didn't know that, bro. I'm an idiot. I'd rather do joints. But if you want me to be 100% honest, I'd rather have it in a bowl. You remember that time I smoked with Tim out of the bong? You remember that? Mm-hmm. God, that was fucking terrible. Some weed out there is good, but there's some weed I do not like. There was one that made me feel like I was drunk. I was like stumbling. I was like blacking, like phasing in and out. I was like, I don't like that. And then like he was like, dude, I need you to sit down real quick. I'm gonna go into my grandma's house. I was so fucked up. I was like in and out. I had that with mid too. I had smoked too much mid. Cause with mid it's not as strong as like loud or any of that stuff. So I smoked the hell out of that. And dude, I was like in and out. It was like I got roofied almost. It was like I knew where I was at for a second, then I blacked out. Opened my eyes, I know where I'm at again, blacked out. Oh, it was terrible. There was one weed that made my eye feel like it was big. Like I was so high, my eyeball felt like it was this big. It was crazy. Fucking wild. But we'll talk about weed more in another episode. Since, because the next couple episodes we're gonna be talking about the perspective of a loved one or a friend of an addict, and then we're gonna talk about weed because I really want to talk about that. But right now we're gonna be talking about rehab, and I got off topic.
Yeah.
So you can't go to rehab for weed, can you?
Nope. I guess there's some you can. I know a girl that tried to go rehab all that.
Has anybody tried to fake being an addict and try to go to rehab?
I wonder. I guess. No, because a lot of rehabs, they'll drug test you to make sure you're on something.
What if, like, I just take something right then and there just to pretend to be on something? Do they keep up with it to see if you actually are an addict?
No, they're not going to know then.
So if I just do it one time and they piss me, they're going to be like, oh, he's an addict. And then the whole time I'm there, they're not going to actually know that I'm not an addict.
Yeah. Trying to get new clientele.
Hey, I'm not actually an addict, but I got some good shit when you get out.
Yeah, that happens. It was a place that actually happened. That guy got arrested. I don't know how they found out. I guess.
Oh, you can get arrested for it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if I just do the steps correctly and don't just mind my own business? Still, can I get arrested for that?
I don't know. I just know something like that happened.
He probably gave himself away like an idiot. They probably figured out.
Or it might have been somebody working at the rehab selling drugs. It might have been someone though.
I just wonder, like, if I just did one drug and then pissed dirty, and then, like, the whole time I'm in rehab, would they, like, know that I'm not actually an addict, that I just did it that one time? And if they did find out, would I go to jail for it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not selling or anything. I'm actually just doing what all addicts are supposed to be doing, trying to find my way to recovery. But actually, I'm not needing recovery because I'm not an addict.
Yeah.
I might be if I try to get in there to be in the first place. Let me go smoke some meth, just end up in rehab. You know what? Never mind, they piss test you. I'm about to say, let me get your piss.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna know if it was cold or warm though.
I heat it up in a microwave.
I've done that before. Cause I know I was clean the day before. I'm on the way to the doctor. I want to get high, so I'm gonna use my clean piss from a pill. And have it going out like I'm just drinking my bottle and be peeing there, but go to the bathroom.
Does heroin show up in your pee?
Yeah.
You look
It
at
was
me
plain
like
heroin.
you're like, bro, you're supposed. What about fentanyl?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story about that. One time I went to a doctor. I told her the truth. I was like, "Yeah, I've used this week." She said, "No, you haven't." Yeah, I have. She says, "You did it off fentanyl, probably. That's what it is."
You're like, damn right, bitch. Now let me get out of here. That's crazy that fentanyl doesn't show in the system. Maybe because they don't have a ranking thing to figure out.
But I told her after that. So then after that, they started. You had to go to extra test, and it wasn't there. 100% fentanyl. And carfentanil.
What the fuck? Why would they put fentanyl in fucking heroin? Just let it be normal. But now everybody's so fucked up on fentanyl, you can't
You don't
even
get
go
as high
back.
on heroin though.
You can't even go back to heroin now because it ain't gonna do shit.
How you know that?
Because once you taken a step to something that's stronger, it ain't gonna work when you take a step back. Let's just say, like, I'm an alcoholic.
When fentanyl first came out here, it was for to make the drug last longer. But actually, you just get way more higher, and it don't last as long.
That's like me taking a substance, right? Let's just say I smoke mid, right? I smoke mid. We all know how mid is. Well, I don't actually smoke mid. I've been smoking loud for the longest. Smoking the strongest weed out there. Nothing, not even slightly weak at all. It's the strongest weed you can ever have in the world. If I go back to smoking mid, I ain't gonna feel a single fucking thing.
No.
That's just common sense. So you going to straight heroin ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Okay, if y'all
Because
watch,
it's fentanyl stronger.
I know y'all seen the drug. What was it called? Used to show dealers selling drugs. They had a face covered up. Drugs.
Drug lords, drug land.
Yeah. They would go snort some heroin on the TV show. I was like, well, let me do me some too. We'll copy them.
Vice. Vice is definitely the YouTube channel that has all that on it.
Yeah. Vice is on regular TV too, though.
I didn't know that. They always, I don't know how they be getting in contact with these drug lords and shit. I'm like, damn.
Drugs Inc., I think it's called.
Drugs Inc., yep. Drugs Inc. The land that I'm thinking of is Gangland.
They don't even make Drugs Inc. no more, though.
Nah, but Vice still does that video. Vice is where I found that guy at. That Nico dude who has like other people working for him around the clock. And he was like unzipped like that fucking
Oh, it was
zip
2016 when they made the last one.
Damn.
X-rated high.
Ecstasy. What the fuck is ecstasy?
No, that's like porn stars getting high.
What is ecstasy? That's not Molly, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I know MDMA is Molly. What do you think is a big con in rehab? Something that you're like, that's not good. Do you have any or no?
What would you say?
Is there any cons that when you were in rehab you're like, they could do better at that, or they should fix that, or they shouldn't do that?
Taking people's money.
That's how they keep the business afloat.
Yeah. I mean, there's scams they do there. They'll charge. It happened to me. I don't think it did. They'll charge people in there for stuff they're not even taking.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I've heard that from people.
That's messed up.
I don't know.
If that is true, that's highly messed up. Hey, Michael, I'm going to charge you extra for meth, even though you ain't never done it before. I remember watching Intervention and being so scared of drug addicts. They used to scare the shit out of me because they look like normal people, then after the drugs, they look shitty. There was a girl I used to work with. Her name was Ashton. She lives with this guy, her boyfriend now. You look at her old pictures when she was on meth, you're like, oh my God, she looked skinny and just rugged and ran down and looked like awful. But now she's been off of it for so long, and now she's like a fucking baddie, dude. She's got a nice body, beautiful face, great personality too. She's a sweetheart, she really is. It ain't just about the face, the titties, the midriff, and the ass. I mean, she banging on all those. Her boyfriend, good lord, he better be tearing that shit up. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry, I'm a pervert. But, like, it could alter your body in ways that you never thought could. You know, I've seen people scratch their freaking skin. I've seen people who are, like, pick at their face and stuff. But rehab, some people say it don't work. Some people say it does work. I remember the first time you went, you were like, it don't work.
Who? What?
You told me the first time you went to rehab and got out, you said it don't work. Do you feel that same way now, or do you feel differently?
I think it can work.
You just gotta want it.
You can't say if you live on Cum Street and I go back to Cum Street, I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, because you're gonna want to go back to sucking dick.
No, here's a story. I had this guy and girl I was hanging around with. Whoever does this, y'all are fucked up. He would let his girl suck dick for money. Pimping her out. That's fucked up, though.
Was it a white dude?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Was it the people we were chilling with in the car? And I told you that girl went to school with me.
Oh, no.
Not her?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Alright. It's my ex-girlfriend, wasn't it? Say.
No, she did.
My ex-girlfriend used to do meth and I didn't
Well,
even
she
know.
did fuck a black guy, though.
Who?
That girl.
The girl I just said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounded racist, me going, That was messed up. My bad, y'all.
Yeah. He's a black guy I'm cool with too, so, I mean.
I didn't say ooh, not
But just.
Why she was dating that dude? Or she was single?
No, she was pretty much single. I don't know. I think she might have been dating somebody else.
Ooh. That's not good. Regardless of the guy's skin color, that's not good.
I think she's like engaged or married now or something. She don't have Facebook or anything now, I don't think.
Is she an addict?
I don't know now. But she wasn't even an addict at first. He pretty much got her to be an addict, to be honest.
Yeah, I went to school with her. Everybody liked her. They're like, oh, that softball girl, she got a fat ass. That's how we all remembered her as the tan pants fat ass girl. You remember the girl with the tan pants and the fat ass? Yeah, we talked about her all the time. But she was younger than I was. I think she was like Sean's age, like 22, 23. A lot of these girls I date are way too fucking young now. Not like that. Every girl I dated was legal. They're like 22, 23, and I'm like 26. And I dated them when they were legal. I'd be damned if I dated a girl, me being over the age of 18 and she being under. Some of my ex-girlfriends that are 22 now, some of them were underage a couple years ago when I was 18 and 19 years old. I'm like, glad I didn't date them then. I'd have been a pedophile. But I dated them when they were already in their like early 20s, like 19, 20 years old. Because your boy don't do that. My name ain't Robbie. But rehab, I think it all just falls on that person if they wanted to work or not. Because you got to do not only the foundation, but you have to do all the work, including when you're not there no more. So, is there anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
Alright, well, Michael's done talking about rehab. What advice do you have for people that are going to rehab and never been before?
It's going to feel weird the first couple of days, but you'll get used to it.
How long do you think an average person should stay in there? Well, it depends on their addiction.
It's usually only 30 days, but if it was 60 days, it would work more. It needs to be 90 days, but hey, I just can't. Oh, I need more time. You better effing pay then.
Oh, so they make you pay for the. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know but here's the thing you can do.
That's fucked up. I need
Walk
more time.
out the building, relapse, 3 days, come back. You could do that. Or not really relapse, just say you did, maybe, I don't know.
Damn, so you gotta continue to pay in order to like, oh, well, your 30 days is up. You want to do 60? Well, give us 245,000 more. Like, what? No wonder people. Oh, okay, that's a big issue in America. That's a big fucking issue right there. No wonder fucking rehabs are like, oh, well, give us more money if you want us to continue to give a shit about you. Oh, God. Well, that's fucked up. America's fucked anyway, so. Thank you for everybody that listened. I hate yawning. I hate it. It's like 11:33 at night, and I was getting up. I actually got up at 6 a.m. this morning, but I'm off work tomorrow, so I hope you guys have an amazing night, evening, morning, whatever you're listening to this. Me and Michael are going to continue to do this podcast. We have another podcast if y'all want to check it out. It's called Alex Sykes Sports Entertainment. I'm going to be uploading that maybe every Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know when I should upload. When do you think I should upload that?
It don't matter to me.
I don't know either. It depends on how we record it. But this podcast I'm going to upload every Friday. So I already got, an episode ready to go. So it was good to actually see him in person. I would love to do more in-person videos in the future. We will. But for right now, we have to do over Zoom because we live in two different states. So when I come to visit or eventually move back down, then we'll do more sitting together. So we love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Peace for now.